planner where they'll put information on what they're going to do during each day, and then you sign it down below. Now, when you sign the planner, I just want to talk to this much. I balance over the kids talking to the days. All right. So usually with the planner, the kids read at home and you sign verifying they read at home. Ellos leen en la casa los 30 minutos o más y ustedes verifican que se han leído al firmar ahí abajo. Parent conferences are coming up. Sign in the sheet over there. If you already know what day is good for you, please sign up. It's the dates are there. It's a very important time for us. No, your children will come to parent conferences too. Ahí atrás pueden ya apuntar, si ya saben su horario, pueden poner qué fecha o día o hora les es mejor para tener la conferencia. Ahí atrás está en esa mesa. Before you go home, please make sure you sign the sign-in sheet, and please, if you know about conference time, please sign in. Antes de salir de esa clase, por favor de apuntarse a firmar ahí que sí asistió, y también si ya saben qué día o fecha o hora les es preferido, marcar ahí. PTSA, we need you. So we need everyone to join PTSA. That's it. I've joined already too. Ya necesitamos que todos participen en PTSA. Los necesitamos. Coming up, we have Apex Fun Run, big fundraiser for us. There's Eating at Panda Express restaurant and the book fair coming up. Aquí está la carrera divertida de Apex, en la fecha. Comer en Panda Express, ya nos dan una porción de sus ingresos, y la feria de libros ya pronto se acerca. Watchdogs. This is a program for dads, grandfathers, uncles, and men who are important in the child's life to be able to volunteer. We're having a volunteer meeting with free pizza on September 8th. This is un programa donde padres, abuelos, tíos y otros hombres importantes en la vida de los niños que puedan venir y ayudar en la escuela. Hay una junta el día 8 de septiembre y hay pizza gratis ahí. Y van a recibir esta información. So, some of you know who Ben Carson is. Raise your hand if you know who Ben Carson is. Ben Carson was a candidate, or potential candidate for the presidency of the United States. He was a world-renowned surgeon before then, a big philanthropist. I started with Ben Carson, and I'm not sharing this to be a Ben Carson, pro-Ben Carson person, but I want to share a little bit about his mother. And yo quisiera Ben Carson, ¿han escuchado de Ben Carson? Ben Carson fue político, o quiso ser político, y también fue un neurocirugía, y famoso, cuando tenía como 30 y algo años, era muy famoso ya. Escribió un libro que se llama Gifted Hands. He wrote a book called Gifted Hands, but he wasn't always that gifted, always that noticed yet. No siempre tenía ese puesto. I was watching a conference at my church, and the guy was talking, the gentleman, was talking about Ben Carson. Now, Ben Carson doesn't go to my church. Estaba yo viendo una conferencia en mi iglesia, y estaba el señor hablando acerca de Ben Carson. Y me quedé con eso, qué interesante. I thought, how interesting. This is so appropriate for us in school, you as parents. And since I have you here, I've been wanting to share this with you parents for a long time. He querido compartir esto con ustedes por mucho tiempo. Y se hablaba de su mamá. He talks about his mother. And I'm going to share a clip from this video where the man is talking about Ben Carson. Voy a contar un clip, una parte del video, donde ese señor habla, otro señor, habla de la mamá de Ben Carson. Okay.
Ben Carson said of himself, "I was the worst student in my whole 5th grade
Y en
class.
español aquí abajo.
One day, Ben took a math test with 30 problems. The student behind him corrected it and handed it back. The teacher, Mrs. Williamson, started calling each student's name for the score. Finally, she got to Ben. Out of embarrassment, he mumbled the answer. Mrs. Williamson, thinking he said 9, replied that for Ben to score 9 out of 30 was a wonderful improvement. The student behind Ben then yelled out, "Not 9, he got none right." Ben said he wanted to drop through the floor. At the same time, Ben's mother, Sonia, faced obstacles of her own. She was one of 24 children, had only a 3rd grade education, and she could not read. She was married at age 13, was divorced, had 2 sons, and was raising them in the ghettos of Detroit. Nonetheless, she was fiercely self-reliant and had a firm belief that God would help her and her sons if they did their part. One day, a turning point came in her life, and that of her sons. It dawned on her that successful people for whom she cleaned homes had libraries. They read. After work, she went home and turned off the television that Ben and his brother were watching. She said, in essence, "You boys are watching too much television. From now on, you can watch 3 programs a week. In your free time, you will go to the library, read 2 books a week, and give me a report." The boys were shocked. Ben said he had never read a book in his entire life except when required to do so at school. They protested, they complained, they argued, but it was to no avail. Then Ben reflected. She laid down the law. I didn't like the rule, but her determination to see us improve changed the course of my life. And what a change it made. By the 7th grade, he was at the top of his class. He went on to attend Yale University on a scholarship, then Johns Hopkins Medical School, where at age 33, he became its chief of pediatric neurosurgery and a world-renowned surgeon. How was that possible? Largely because of a mother who, without many of the advantages of life, magnified her calling as a parent.
So I can't emphasize enough the power that you have as a parent. No puedo dar demasiado énfasis en el poder que ustedes tienen como padres. Just a little bit before we wrap up, please send note for emphasis, communication envelopes, homework behavior folder. Not do that. And then llamar si es ausente, mandar alimentos saludables, sobre comunicación, y aquí está la información. This is the information I put before. Thank you very much. Any questions at all? Preguntas? Yes.
Is there homework assigned every day or?
Yes, every day, reading 30 minutes, and if there's any math, I'll have that put in the planner.
Okay.
Todos los días, lectura de 30 minutos, y si hay otra tarea de matemáticas, lo apuntamos en la tarea, en la agenda. Any questions? Yes?
Are you requiring a certain number of AR or reading plus points per trimester?
So AR, yes, and everyone has the, not trimester, it'll be per month. We learned that, well, at least 5th grade, we've decided to go for a month. It's a smaller chunk. And so inside your child's binder, the leadership notebook is the goal that is appropriate for his or her level for this month. Ahí está la meta que es apropiado según el nivel de su hijo para este mes, septiembre. Hoy es el primer día de este, por supuesto. Other questions? ¿Preguntas? Con confianza. Yes.
Is there going to be any big projects assigned?
Yes, we'll have a science fair at the end of the year, una feria de ciencias a final de año, más allá, and we'll give you more information as that goes along.
Okay, great.
And there's other ones too, so otras también. Okay.
Thank you.
Gracias a